Are you tired of feeling financially stressed? Do you dream of a life where you're not constantly worried about money, where unexpected expenses don't send you into a spiral, and where your future feels secure and abundant? If so, you're in the right place. Many people jump straight into investing, chasing the next big stock, or trying to get rich quick. But just like building a skyscraper, you wouldn't start with the penthouse, would you? You need a solid foundation. Without it, everything you build is unstable, vulnerable to the slightest tremor. Today, we're going to talk about building your unshakable financial foundation. I'll break down the 4 essential steps that will not only protect what you have, but also create the bedrock for true wealth and lasting peace of mind. This isn't about complex jargon or quick fixes. It's about practical, actionable steps anyone can take, starting today. So, grab a notepad, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started on your journey to financial freedom. Before we dive into the steps, let's understand why this foundation is so critical. Think of your financial life like a house. Most people want a beautiful, big house, but they forget about the ground it sits on. Imagine trying to build that dream house on shifting sands. Every little storm, a car repair, a medical bill, a job layoff, would threaten to collapse the entire structure. This is what it feels like when you lack a financial foundation. You're constantly reacting, playing defense, and one unexpected event can send your entire financial world crashing down, often leading to more debt, more stress, and a feeling of being trapped. A strong financial foundation, however, creates stability. It allows you to weather any storm. You'll be prepared for the unexpected, turning potential crises into minor inconveniences. Take calculated risks. With a safety net, you can pursue career changes, start a business, or invest more confidently. Reduce stress. Financial anxiety is a leading cause of stress. A solid foundation brings peace of mind. Accelerate wealth building. Once protected and debt-free, your money can truly start working for you, compounding and growing without being eroded by interest payments or emergencies. This isn't just about money. It's about freedom, opportunity, and a better quality of life. And it all starts with step 1, protection. Step 1, protection. Guarding your assets and your life, our very first step in building an unshakable financial foundation is protection. What are we protecting? Our assets, what we own, and our most valuable asset of all, our ability to earn income. Too often, people skip this step, thinking it won't happen to me or insurance is too expensive. But a single catastrophic event can wipe out years of hard work, savings, and even plunge you into deep debt. Protection acts as your financial fortress, shielding you from major financial devastation. Let's break down the key areas of protection. Life insurance. Protecting your loved ones who needs it. If anyone relies on your income, like a spouse, children, or aging parents, you need life insurance. It's not for you, it's for them. What is the purpose? To replace your income, cover debts, mortgage, loans, fund future expenses, education, and ensure your loved ones maintain their lifestyle if you're no longer there. Term versus whole life. Let's briefly explain the difference. Term life covers you for a specific period, for 10, 20, or 30 years. Simpler, generally more affordable, and often recommended for most people. Whole life covers you for your entire life, often with a cash value component. More complex and expensive. How much? A common rule of thumb is 10 to 12 times your annual income, but it depends on your specific circumstances, debts, and dependents' needs. Don't overcomplicate it. For most, an affordable term life policy is the way to go. Get it while you're young and healthy for the best rates. Disability insurance. Protecting your income, the overlooked essential. What if you can't work due to illness or injury? Your biggest asset is your ability to earn an income. Short-term versus long-term. Short-term covers a few weeks to a few months. Long-term kicks in after short-term ends, can cover you for years or until retirement. Where to get it? Employer-provided or private policies. Seriously consider long-term disability, especially if your job is physically demanding or you have a family relying on your income. Step 1 isn't glamorous, but it's non-negotiable. Without this protective layer, everything else you build is at risk. Get your insurance in order, and then, and only then, can we move on to dismantling one of the biggest threats to your financial stability: debt. Step 2. Debt-free. Conquering your financial chains. Now that your financial fortress is protected, it's time to clear the internal threats. Step 2 is all about becoming debt-free. And I'm talking specifically about high-interest, non-mortgage debt. Think credit cards, personal loans, and payday loans. These are financial vampires, sucking away your potential wealth. 1. The high-interest debt trap. The true cost. Compound interest works against you. Illustrate with an example. A $5,000 credit card balance at 20% APR, making minimum payments, could take decades to pay off and cost you thousands in interest alone. Opportunity cost. Every dollar you pay in credit card interest is a dollar you can't save, can't invest, and can't use to build your future. It's a massive drag on your financial progress. The psychological burden. Debt is stressful. It limits your choices, causes arguments, and can feel like a heavy weight constantly on your shoulders. Eliminating it frees you not just financially, but emotionally. 2. Which debts to prioritize? Credit cards and personal loans. These are typically the highest priority due to their exorbitant interest rates. Student loans can be trickier. While often lower interest than credit cards, they can still be a burden. If you have high-interest consumer debt, focus on that first. If not, then accelerate student loan payments if possible, especially if rates are above 5 to 6%. Auto loans, generally lower interest, but still debt. If you're struggling, focus on the absolute highest interest first. Mortgage. This is often considered good debt due to lower interest rates and the potential for property appreciation. While paying it off early can be a goal, it usually comes after these other foundation steps. 3. Strategies for debt elimination. 1. Stop accumulating new debt. This is non-negotiable. Cut up your credit cards if you have to, or freeze them. 2. Create a budget. You cannot tackle debt without knowing exactly where your money is going. Every dollar needs a job. 3. Choose your attack method. Debt avalanche. List all debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Pay minimums on all but the highest interest debt, throwing every extra dollar at that one. Once it's paid off, take that payment amount and add it to the minimum payment of the next highest interest debt. This saves you the most money on interest. Debt snowball. List all debts from smallest balance to largest. Pay minimums on all but the smallest debt, throwing every extra dollar at that one. Once it's paid off, take that payment amount and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest debt. The quick wins provide motivation. Which to choose? Both work. Avalanche saves more money, and Snowball provides psychological boosts. Pick the one you'll stick with. 4. Boost your income. Consider side hustles, selling unneeded items, or temporarily picking up extra shifts to accelerate debt payoff. Every extra dollar makes a difference. 5. Consider debt consolidation. This can be a tool if it results in a lower interest rate and you address the root cause of your debt. Warn against simply moving debt around without changing spending habits. Being debt-free isn't just a financial milestone. It's a liberation. It frees up your income, reduces stress, and puts you firmly in control of your money. Once those chains are broken, you're ready for the next crucial layer: building your financial safety net. Step 3. Emergency fund. Your financial safety net with your assets protected and the burden of high-interest debt lifted. You're now ready for Step 3. Building your emergency fund. This is your financial safety net, the cash reserve that prevents life's inevitable curveballs from sending you back into debt or derailing your progress. 1. Why an emergency fund is non-negotiable. The mini crises. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, the refrigerator dies, you get an unexpected medical bill, or your pet needs emergency vet care. Without an emergency fund, these mini crises quickly become major financial setbacks, forcing you to use credit cards or deplete your savings for other goals. The big crises: job loss, a major home repair, a health crisis for a family member. These can be devastating without a substantial safety net. Peace of mind. The greatest benefit of an emergency fund isn't just financial, it's the profound sense of peace and security it provides. You sleep better knowing you're prepared. 2. How much do you need? The starter fund. As you're paying off debt, it's smart to have a small starter emergency fund of $500 to $1,000. This can cover those minor car repairs or unexpected copays without derailing your debt payoff momentum. The fully funded goal. Once high-interest debt is gone, your goal should be to save 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. Essential living expenses. This is not your full income, but what you need to survive. Housing, utilities, basic groceries, transportation, insurance premiums. Don't include discretionary spending like dining out or entertainment. Factors to consider for 3 versus 6+ months. Job security. Stable job with high demand? Maybe 3 months is sufficient. Industry volatility. Work in an unstable industry? Aim for 6 months or more. Income stability. Salaried versus commission-based or self-employed. Self-employed individuals should aim for more. Dependence. More people relying on your income means a larger buffer is wise. Health. Any pre-existing conditions or higher healthcare needs. More cash helps. 3. Where to keep your emergency fund. Accessibility and safety. The money needs to be easily accessible, but not so accessible that you're tempted to spend it on non-emergencies. It also needs to be safe from market fluctuations. High-yield savings account. This is the ideal place. Separate account. Crucial to keep it distinct from your checking or regular savings. Online banks often offer significantly higher interest rates than traditional brick-and-mortar banks, allowing your money to grow while it sits. FDIC and CUA insured. Ensure your money is protected up to the legal limit. Avoid checking account. Too easy to accidentally spend. Investments. While investments grow faster, they are subject to market volatility. You can't risk needing emergency cash when the market is down. This money needs to be liquid and stable. 4. How to build it automated. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your HYSA every payday. Pay yourself first by treating it like a bill you must pay. Windfalls. Use bonuses, tax refunds, or unexpected gifts to supercharge your emergency fund. Temporary sacrifices. Be willing to cut back on discretionary spending temporarily to build it faster. It's an investment in your peace of mind. Your emergency fund is your shield against life's unpredictable moments. It keeps you out of debt and allows your wealth-building journey to continue uninterrupted. Once this safety net is in place, you've earned the right to move to the most exciting step, building true wealth through investment. Step 4. Investment. Growing your wealth for the future. You've protected your base, eliminated crippling debt, and built a robust safety net. Congratulations! You've laid the groundwork for true financial freedom. Now it's time for step 4, investment. This is where your money truly starts working for you, building significant wealth for your long-term goals and retirement. 1. The power of compounding. Interest on interest. Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. It's when your earnings generate more earnings. Time is your friend. Illustrate with an example, starting to invest at 25 versus 35. The person who starts at 25, even with smaller contributions, can end up with significantly more money due to decades of compounding. The earlier you start, the less you have to save personally to reach your goals. Inflation. Saving money in a low-interest account means its purchasing power erodes over time due to inflation. Investing helps your money outpace inflation. 2. Key investment vehicles. 1. Retirement accounts, tax-advantaged. These are your absolute top priority. 401k or 403b. Employer match. This is free money. Contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's an immediate 50% or 100% return on your investment. Pre-tax versus Roth. Pre-tax now, tax later. Roth. Tax now, tax-free withdrawals and retirement. IRA, traditional Roth. Individual retirement accounts. These are for individuals, great if you don't have an employer plan or want to supplement it. Other plans, HSA health savings accounts for those with high deductible health plans, a triple tax advantage. 2. Diversified funds. Index funds. These are collections of stocks that track a specific market index. Examples, S&P 500. Low fees. Broad diversification. Ideal for beginners. ETFs, exchange-traded funds, similar to index funds, but trade like stocks. Mutual funds, professionally managed portfolios of stocks, bonds, or other investments. Why diversify? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Reduces risk. 3. Individual stocks. This is more speculative and requires more research. It's not where beginners should put the bulk of their money. 4. Real estate can be an investment, but often requires significant capital and knowledge. Beyond your primary residence, which is generally an asset, not primarily an investment in this context. 5. Your own business. If you have an entrepreneurial spirit, investing time and capital into a well-planned business can yield significant returns. 3. Investment principles. Start early, stay consistent. The most important factors. Automate your investments. Just like your emergency fund, set up automatic contributions to your investment accounts. Long-term mindset. Investing is for the long haul. Don't panic during market dips. They are opportunities. Diversification. Spread your investments across different asset classes and sectors. Keep fees low. High fees eat into your returns over time. Prioritize low-cost index funds or ETFs. Don't try to time the market. It's impossible. Time in the market beats timing the market. Seek professional advice. For complex situations, a fee-only financial advisor can be invaluable. But for beginners, these steps are often sufficient to start. Investing is where your money starts working for you, building exponential wealth for your future. It's the crown jewel of your financial foundation, allowing you to achieve goals that feel impossible right now. But remember, it only truly flourishes when built on the solid bedrock of protection, debt freedom, and an emergency fund. Conclusion: the path to financial empowerment. So, there you have it. The 4 essential steps to building your unshakable financial foundation. Step 1. Protection. Guard your assets and your income with adequate insurance. Don't let a single event wipe you out. Step 2. Debt-free. Ruthlessly eliminate high-interest debt that's holding you captive. Liberate your income. Step 3. Emergency fund. Build that crucial safety net, 3 to 6 months of essential expenses to weather life's inevitable storms. Step 4. Investment. Once stable, consistently invest for your long-term goals and let the power of compounding build true wealth for your future. This isn't a race, it's a journey. Each step builds upon the last, making your financial life stronger, more resilient, and ultimately freer. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just pick one step, the one you're on right now, and take action. Even small steps forward are progress. Your homework. Assess your current state. Where are you on these 4 steps? Be honest with yourself. Pick your next action. What's one thing you can do this week to move forward on your current step? For example, get a life insurance quote. Call your credit card company for a lower rate. Set up an auto transfer for your emergency fund. Increase your 401k contribution by 1%. Commit to it. Building a financial foundation isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about taking control, reducing stress, and creating a life filled with choice and opportunity. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more practical financial advice. What step are you on right now? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and would love to hear about your journey. Thank you for watching, and remember, your financial future is in your hands. Build it strong, build it wise, and build it to last.